Alright, what's going on everybody? Tristan here, and today I'm back with a normal video, simple intro, and what we're going to be discussing here today is a couple past sneakers. I got a few here in this video, and it's past ones that I've discussed as sell or holds. I'm going to be giving some updates on some pairs. That's really what this video is for. So for past pairs that I've discussed, we're just kind of going to run through them and see how they're doing and, kind of give my opinion on what you should do now if they're doing good or bad. And yeah, we got some variety in this video, so I hope you guys will enjoy. Again, you want more content like this, you can check my Instagrams down below. Post coming soon. Promise. I made a promise on that. It's going to happen for sure. So there will be a post coming of some sort. Sorry, I kind of dozed out there for a second, forgot what I was saying, but you guys can subscribe and like for more content like this. I'll keep it very simple. Let's just say the like goal in this video. Let's go for, let's say 313. 313. Let's see if we can hit it. I'd appreciate it if we could, because each like does more than you know for the channel. So that's everything that needs to be said. And let's get started. So first one's first, Adidas Yeezy Foam Runner Onix. Now, this is a colorway that is restocking on Yeezy Day, coming up in about 2 weeks, I think. About 2 weeks, something like that. It's a little bit longer than 2 weeks, but in around 2 weeks or so, we have this pair restocking. So, understanding that, my personal opinion on what you should do with this pair, it has made a slight rise. I mean, about what I thought. I knew it would make some progress. Not anything like insane or really crazy. But I'm sure in bigger sizes, this rise is a little bit more significant. I'm sure we can actually check that right now. So why don't we go to size 13, pretty common in big size. It gets a lot of sales, and you can see, yeah, bigger sizes did rise a little bit more on these. Now, I still think these can go up higher in price. I do think that, but in terms of what it looks like now, it seems like the time to buy these would probably be after Yeezy Day. Now, if you have a few pairs you want to sell off like half now and then keep the other half and see kind of just what happens, sure, I think that's a good idea. I think selling some now just to kind of stay safe, before these properly drop in price, since again, we do have another release coming for them, and there's going to be a ton of stuff dropping that day, but I mean, it's still a lot of stuff will be, kind of releasing, coming out. It'll be kind of an Adidas focused day, you know what I mean, a Yeezy focused day. But aside from that, kind of my thoughts on the Onix. If you have a couple pairs, maybe sell off like half right now, just cause, and then keep the other half to see if it does rise further, maybe in bigger sizes after the release, or see if sizes, because I mean, if they restock it now, I don't think they'll restock it again for at least a few months, or maybe like half a year or so. So kind of getting that. If these have 6 to 8 months without a restock, 10 months, a year without a restock, that'll really help it with going up in price, because as you guys know, with some pairs we'll show later in this video, restocks are not useful to, if you're holding a pair. But of course, for anybody that's into, their personal collection, whatever it is, now is a great time to buy pairs. As I've mentioned, there's a lot of things that are down that will not be down for very long, and you can get some really good deals on some 1s, 4s, different things like that. But really, that's just what I need to mention right there. Yeezy Foam Runner Onix, that's my opinion on it, exactly what I think about it. I think it is a great hold for the future, but just kind of looking at it right now, I think there's better options in terms of holds. So maybe just kind of sell now, look into what else you got, or reinvest when it drops on Yeezy Day. Whatever you want to do. Maybe take the profits now, save and, for the upcoming, LV Air Force Ones, or maybe save for, the upcoming, reverse mochas, the Off-White Air Force One, there's not the LV Air Force One, but, the Off-White Collab, the green one. Tons of things you can save for coming up. So first one, Foam Runner Onix. Now, next one I want to discuss right here is the Racer Blue White Dunk Glow. Now, I mentioned these as being a good hold for the future. Now, of course, they've dropped in price a decent amount since I've made my little video discussing them. They're right now at like 120 in some sizes. Bigger sizes are towards 150, 160. But I think this is a very wearable colorway. I think it's nice. It's the Champ Reds in blue, basically. So if you just look up the Champ Reds, it is the blue version of that. And I think once the US release happens for this, once we get a bit more attention towards this release, I think some great progress can be made in it. I still hold true to that. I still am holding pairs of this one, about 3, I think. Not really too many, but just a little bet I put up. I was like, okay, I'll hold 3 pairs, just kind of see what happens for a few months, and that's kind of what my ideology was behind this one. But great pair, I like it. I might even take one of the pairs I have and make it a personal one, just because I like this one so much. It's very wearable. It's very well in hand. I can tell you all this. Let me show you. This is a very nice Dunk Glow in hand. Like, the blue is a little bit darker than the pictures. The sole matches it, and its toe box all around the shoe. You can see the laces are blue as well. And of course, the insole is kind of that nice Kentucky blue with the white kind of Nike symbol, which is the same thing that's on the tongue as well. So I just want to mention this to you all, show you all it. It's a really nice Dunk Glow. I wouldn't sleep in it for the future. Hopefully we'll have that US release soon, because when we do, that'll bring more attention to it, and then it'll kind of be a good time to start looking at the sneaker as a whole, in my opinion. But still waiting on the US one. I think that'll be a little bit down the line, but I got a few pairs a little bit early before the US release. I think these have already dropped over in Japan, maybe a couple places in the EU. I know they have in Japan, but just want to show all this. Still think it's good for the future. That's my thoughts on it. If you got pairs now, just keep holding. If you want to buy pairs now, I'm sure I'd wait till the US release. hopefully that'll be end of July or start of August, sometime soon. It's been delayed. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this release and what I would personally do with it. So another thing I want to mention, another pair as well, and kind of the final ones I'll run through, and the final one I'll run through, the Team Red Dunk Low. Now, this Dunk Low has not made the progress I've wanted to. I mean, for sure, I can definitely say that. Because when you look in the market and look at the progress this Dunk Low has made, it has pretty much made the exact opposite kind of downturn from what I originally had predicted. My prediction was that this one was going to rise nicely, but it ended up restocking around 2 or 3 times. So when this one and the Champ Purples ended up restocking a bunch, it did hurt it as a whole. I mean, if you bought into this one now, it wouldn't be a bad thing at all since it is lower in price. But I think these ones have gotten overshadowed a bit. Same with the Champ Purples. I'm down, I mean, a decent amount, not too much. Like, I didn't buy too many pairs, so I am down some, but probably what I'm going to end up doing again, kind of my same approach that I took on the Onix Foam Runner, maybe just kind of selling off half now, even though I will take a loss, just kind of selling some now, holding the rest, seeing how it kind of performs over time. I think that would kind of be a good thing, since I don't think these are going to have any more restocks. I don't think the Champ Purples are going to have any more restock. I think they're done. I think they've done their kind of, dropping those pairs. The stock is released on them. But in terms of, again, what I think, it's going to take a while for these to go up since there is a good amount of pairs. It seems like most people are kind of selling them off, not really looking at it as a hold, which makes sense since it is just like kind of a regular pattern Dunk Low. But again, at the time that I was looking at it as a hold, it looked a lot better than it does now. But that's just kind of my thoughts on it. I'm going to keep holding mine just because, again, I got a loss. So I'm just going to kind of be patient, not try and take a loss on every pair, because I still think these are nice. I still think the colorway hits well in hand. I mean, look at what the Bordeaux women's Dunk Lows go for. I mean, there was a lot of reasons as to why I thought this one could rise. I was thinking of it as like extended sizing for the Bordeaux Dunk Low, but I guess it was an incorrect prediction. So that's just kind of my thoughts on it. Sell some now, maybe for a loss. Maybe think about doing the same with your Champ Purples. Just kind of understand what's going on. Market's down. You're not going to be making big gains on these. So that's everything I need to say. Kind of my updates and thoughts on these 3 pairs. So if you guys are kind of interested in kind of what I had to say about those, hopefully this was helpful. And yeah, again, this one disappointed me, sadly, but there was a lot of potential originally. So if you want to check my Instagrams, any of that down below, feel free. And I guess what the Team Red Dunk Low kind of let us know about the risk of holding dunks, which is a good thing. But again, you want more content like this, feel free to subscribe and like down below. I'll keep it very simple. Like goal, let's try and hit, let's say, what's a good like goal? Oh, 313. That's what I said at the start now, remember. So yeah, let's see if you can do that. That'd be great. That's really all that needs to be said. So I'm Tristan. Thank you guys for watching as always. I'm going to end the screen recording, and hopefully I will catch you in the next video sometime tomorrow. I'm Tristan, and see you then. Peace.